Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 2B2T. We're here with 613 individuals, which means lag spikes. Anytime it goes over 600, I don't know, server struggles or something. Anyways, we just got back from the Nether, where we were mining up basalt. I knew one of these things. We went back to Fusionian 1 because that's where my bed is set currently for my main account, and popped over into the Nether over there and filled up an entire inventory of shulks, of set up a beacon, and mined through dozens of picks and yeah, all that good stuff. Anyways, so as a quick reference of what we're doing today and what we have been doing and where we're doing and what, how, and when, this is what we've got figured out. A mess of levels. All right, so we've been working on the back of the palace. So we've been kind of experimenting, building up things, planning out stuff, and this is where we have gotten so far. And then I started putting together this. So I put together this roof right here. On top of this, did that, and whatnot, and then I ran out of basalt, and so I decided to go mine basalt. So anyways, we're kind of just building out some of the palace ground, or the continuation of the palace walls and stuff. Let me get things. What I'm looking for? I am looking for... Well, I don't need the roof stuff yet. What I really need... is a crafting table. Sorry for the delay. I was trying to think of what I need. Like a typical coughing. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. I'm not dying yet. At least, not that I have discovered. What are you doing over here, Block? Here, we'll take care of you. All right, look at this. I came over here to get a crafting table, and there's no crafting table. Failure. Never have a crafting table when you want a crafting table. Haha! Someone left a crafting table here. I wonder who did that. Must have been me. We're going to have a bunch more empty rooms in the palace here shortly, which is okay. Here, we'll take a shortcut back up. Whee! Up. Oh. Okay, well, we came to this level. We're going to put the crafting table here, even though it's not where the other stuff is, just because. Why did I want a crafting table? I already have these. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. No, okay, never mind. Just ignore me. Oh, we're several levels too high. Whee! Whee! I wanted to come not to this level. Okay. Don't worry, we'll get this figured out of where I'm supposed to go. I wanted to come to this level because we need to put in this on the columns here, right? There'd be one more. Yeah. Okay. No, you're in the wrong spot. Get back here. How dare you? I mean, they just want to be useful. Place me. But, they get a little ahead of themselves. You didn't know the Minecraft blocks actually talk to you, did you? See, you just gotta listen and be aware, because they say all kinds of things. Usually they complain. Blocks like to complain. Not being used enough. This isn't a good view. I don't like where I'm at. This design sucks. I mean, they're very, very, very vocal if you know what to listen for. So, it makes it exciting to work with blocks. All right, so anyways, I keep messing this up, so I'm... Well, not messing it up, but keep misplacing that top block. I guess that's what they say, is that white man can't jump. Is that an appropriate saying? That's probably a really old saying, and everybody goes, what? You know, that's what they said. You know, I admit I can't jump. It's okay. So it carries over. I also upgraded Minecraft. Upgraded my. Now I changed the version and updated all of my mods. So currently I'm running on 1.21.6. And I made the change because someone said that I haven't tested it yet, but someone said that the Elytra bounce works on 1.21.6 or 1.21.7. So I decided, okay, I'll download all the updated mods and I'll try it out. I haven't tried it out yet, but I will eventually. I mean, technically, I guess we could try it right here. There's nothing stopping me aside from imminent death, you know. So let me see. So what do I want? I want to do this, and then, oh, that's not. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. They were right. I am guessing that my plus key is creating waypoints. Good thing it's not showing any chords at the moment. Otherwise, you'd just discover where my base is. Of course, I'd edited it out. But anyways, let me pause here. I'm going to work on the palace some more. Delete the waypoints. I don't want to move away because I saw it placed one behind me. And if I turn around, it's going to show the chords, potentially, depending on my waypoint settings or distance. I don't know. I want to get rid of them and change that keybind. And then we'll come back and look at the outer skeleton of the palace that I'm putting together here, because that's kind of the goal right now, is to update. I also noticed that the view has changed. I checked all the settings, still got all the block rotations and no clouds and, you know, all that good stuff so that you sneaky people can't try to deduct where my base is. But it's kind of like there's a foggy haze now in the distance. Even though I don't have fog turned on, it just kind of defaults with the setting. It's okay. It's just not as clear, you know, when you look out in the distance. Anyways, we'll be right back. All right, we are back. We have been busy. Very busy. We've got this entire wing almost complete. I still got to do the bottom section here, the bottom floor. But we've outlined this entire section and put the edging of the roofs and stuff on. Looks good. I like it. I like the way it staggers up. I think there's one area I will change. Originally, I had taken this in right here. And I started building up this center section right here, you know, changing up the design. Right here, it's going to go in with a roof, but then it's like, it's odd. So I'm going to extend this up, just bring these rooms out a little bit, which means I'll have to redo this portion right here of the roof section, which is fine. That way it comes up even, and then there'll be a small little roof right here. So that'll work out quite well. Inside, you know, haven't done anything. I'm thinking on this level here, you know, there's going to be a balcony here, right? That comes all the way around. I just got to put the little roof edge on and whatnot. I think this should be like a green room. So I'm thinking of lots of plants, indoor trees, like an indoor greenhouse. And then, you know, put a wall here, glass it up. And then there'll be like an open area here in this room. this is just going to be a hallway on this side. Same thing with this one and this one. It'll be a primary hallway. So that means this side doesn't have to be a hallway. This side here on all levels can actually be some sort of a room or something like that. On the big one here, where it comes out and there's the two balconies over the over our mermaid's room, I'm going to make a large hall here. So probably cut it off here. This will be just a large hall, big open space, for banquets, events, whatever, right? This would be kind of like the foyer, which connects into, the main hall here, which is, always looking awesome. So it makes a perfect connection with the hall that comes into the stairway. We can continue a hall all the way down to the other side over there. And then, we can put rooms and stuff on this side. These I will do open halls here and here, kind of dividing it. And then this one I left 2 stories high. I'm going to do a large room right here in between for the transition. And I haven't decided how I'm going to do this and whatnot. I might actually... So see how I got the glass right here? I might actually glass this up so it matches this. And then so that these are not balconies that look in. It's glass with a wall behind. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's the progress. Very good progress. This is the top of where the greenhouse is going to be. So I'm trying to decide if I want to continue the roof and just put a roof here, or if I want to make it an opening and an open air balcony with the roof on the edge like I've already got set up. Not sure on that, because I really don't know the whole purpose of all the rooms yet. I haven't decided, right? Which is a challenge, as always. But what we do need to do is get this divided out, kind of like with a roofing that comes through here. In order to do that, I need to decide where my windows and everything are going to go here. Now, this one's kind of, you could say, a little odd, because we come out right here, and then on this side, there's like an extra little tidbit here where we got the roof already. Outdoor balcony there. This, of course, will just go straight up. So, yeah. How we want to do this? Great question. It's always a question, right? Let's get all my blocks in place. All right. Well, so if I think on the end here, yeah, it crashed. All right, we're back. I'm on the 1.21.6. I updated just because people told me the Elytra bounce works, which it does. We've tested it. But it does, the game crashes. I don't think it has anything to do with 1.21.6. I think it's the mods and stuff. And then just the mods cause it to crash. So not sure. Anyways, so I think I want to change this, because down here, or I should say up there, we've got these very consistent windows, except for the greenhouse, which is a little bit different. I want this to be larger window bays. So if I was to do that, this is probably going to have to move because we got to fill this in too. What I think I would do is I'm going to change up the design a little bit. So so on the edge here, let's take this and come in 3. Let me see. We're going to do this as well. Let's get this defined. Yeah, I put in all these obsidian columns, and then I came in and started doing the outside walls, and the obsidian columns technically need to go in one more block, because otherwise they just kind of mess everything up. But let me put this in. Okay, so that completes that. That gives us an edge. We'll be mapping out this part in a second. Oh, wait. 2, 2, 2. So that one needs... Okay, yeah. I figured I messed something up. It's like, where's the bottom? There we go. This is kind of odd like this because I did the roof. And that's fine. We'll do some higher windows there, just overlooking on this side. So that's okay. We'll do an intricate design and booths or something there. All right. So now that we have this, what I think I'll do is... Whoops, wrong one. We'll put that there, this here. I do want to... Well, no, this one doesn't need to come... No, it needs to come out. So we're going to stick that there, and we're going to go up over here, and then we'll put one behind it. And we'll do the same thing over there so that we match. Okay, so that means here what we want to do is we're going to have this here. This is going to go like that. That's going to go like this. That. This will come down. We'll fix these edges here in a moment, but prefer... Excuse me. For right now, I just need something to stand on. Mouse? It's like... Mouse, are you going to respond? Okay, we can do that. And then we'll put this here, this here. This section, we'll just put in a tad bit of the roof style that would go like that. Let me see. We will stick the edging underneath it. Yeah. We'll just stick that edging. And then we can close this out like that. And that. And that just joins us up to the roof. And then this here we need to adjust slightly. I think what we'll do is we'll clean up this. We got to fix the window down there, and that's fine. We'll do that in a moment or later. Okay, so that comes in like this. This comes in like this, and then that kind of gives us this, which means that we can put our thing here. Go like that. And then put that there to finish that wraparound. We got a little work here to do, but we'll get that fixed. But that takes care of this. And then we'll just take out these. Pick up the goodies. And we will fill this little wall in here so that we're good and we have a nice edge on the roof. Perfect. Okay, so that's taken care of. So we've got this part. And now we're going to start with a large window bay. I want to do it a little bit different than what we've been doing over there. In fact, I think I can, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I put that there and this here, this would be that. All right, which means that I'm going to do this, this. Put that in. That's where that's gonna go. We'll bring this down. So this gives us a, this will be a 5 wide. Here. Like that. And then we can take, this, and we kind of go like this to create our edge. So there's where one window is going to be. The window is actually inset one more layer on all of these. Which means that technically we'll want to put either pressure plates here or slabs so that nothing will spawn outside. All right, so that gives us that. Now if we come and we do the corner, we will want to do the same thing. So I think what we'll want to do is kind of match it up. So we've got the roof here. Which means we're going to do that, I think. No, it needs to come out. It would have to come out to be the actual corner. That's fine. We can take that out, put that there. Okay, so that means we can just do this. We can do it. And put those in. Put this in. And this will give us the outline for the next window. Which means that, okay, so that's going to go up like that. And then we want 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 wide. So I kind of want larger windows in this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to go up. This is going to be this. Which means that goes there. We'll be able to do the same thing over here. So we're going to put in a slab, stair, like that. And then we'll have an exit and entryway out into the area right there. So let's go ahead and get this set up. Come out here. this. That's going to be like that. And that's going to be like that. Building with Fusion. Okay. And that gives us this. Let's go ahead and put this up. There we go. Perfect. All right, now, I think we'll do two. See, this is floors one up, so this is fine. And what we can do here is I think we can just do this like that. We're going to have doorway here. And door here, so we'll have two doors coming out. Let's just come up here and put all this in. Doot, doot, doot. Okay, that one's going to be like this. Like that. Which means we're going to put in here, here, and there. Do I have more? I do not. We must craft. Oh my goodness. We've failed. Then we'll do, you know, glass above the doors, but basically that's where the doorway will be. You know, because it's one block up right here. And then there'll be some nice, easy little stairs that come down into the garden part here. And then this can just be filled. Yeah, we can just fill this. I'm good with that. And on the outside, we will get rid of that one. Whoops. And that one. So we can put those in. And then stick that back in. There we go. All right, so I just need to copy that from the other side. And of course, we still got to come back through here and then design the inner wall, which will actually house the window and all of that. But I'm going to need some more supplies, it looks like. We are starting to run low a little bit on some things. That is fine. So I will copy this, but so that means there'll be just two big windows there, two small ones above the doors. Same thing on this side, except this side's a little bit different because it's lower. We're going to do the same design. So technically this is going to come clear across. See, I did this column correct. I pushed it in one. All right. It's just that this one's not going to be as high, which does make it kind of odd, you know, but it'll be okay. We shall make it work. So this is just going to be a fill. This is going to be that. Rooms do not always have to be completely symmetrical, right? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. This is too wide. That's that. Here's where the door's gonna go. Other door. Yep, too wide. Over here. Technically, that is that. This is gonna be that. Which means that we take that out to put in that and that, and that's where those will go. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna finish this up. Definitely made a lot of progress. Just got to get this bottom level, that entrance there, and that entrance, and we can say that the outside of this whole section will be complete, except for the little gardens and balconies, which go on it. This here, I've got the roof in. You can see on the edge, there will be a tower here that goes up higher. Same thing here. So there'll be this main area here where this comes in, and then there'll be it'll transition to a smaller stairway, and we'll take a tower up about right this height right here. Just a single tower, probably covering the stairwell since the beacon's there, but the stairwell's going to get smaller and just go around the beacon, and it'll have a couple small rooms off of it. So that's the plan there. All right. Well, definitely coming along well. We're expanding. We're getting things done on the palace. It's going to be looking really good as we continue to drive the innovations of building. Thanks for joining, everybody. Take care.